Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another anti-haul video. So if you're new to anti-haul videos are a list of products that for one reason or another I will not be purchasing and adding to my collection. And as always with anti-haul videos, this is not meant to offend anybody who owns these products, anybody who wants to own these products. And of course, no disrespect to any of these brands. I think a lot of these products I'm about to mention are good products, but they just don't have a place in my current collection. So if you want to hear what's on my anti-haul list, then just keep watching. So the first item on my anti-haul list is the Kylie Cosmetics Vacation Collection. So recently Kylie unveiled this huge vacation collection for the summertime. And listen, I get putting out new products for the summer. Unfortunately, and at least for me, I just don't look for new makeup during the summer. I don't know, for me, summer has always been very synonymous with very little makeup, just kind of getting that nice glow from being outside and just enhancing that maybe with a little bit of makeup. But I never think of summertime and think like, oh my gosh, I need like a whole brand new eyeshadow palette, or oh my gosh, I need like a whole contour kit. I don't know. Her collection seems just a little heavy to me in that regard, and just a little bit heavy on like eyeshadow and matte lipsticks and contour. And I don't know, for me, again, like the reason I'm not going to be purchasing from this collection is that I just don't find myself gravitating toward a lot of makeup during the summertime. Now, the vacation collection, I think you can purchase it all individually, and you can also purchase the bundle. The whole vacation bundle comes for $250, and you get the duo, what is it called? I have my notes right here. It's called Skinny Dip. It's a bronzer highlighter duo. You get some matte liquid lipsticks, you get some velvet liquid lipsticks, you get some glosses, and so you do get a big bang for your buck if you do love Kylie Cosmetics and if you are really excited about the vacation collection. I must say though, I found the packaging, I don't know if it's because Kim is also coming out with a makeup line soon, but I've found, especially with Kylie's recent launches, a lot of her packaging is starting to steer toward teen, preteen ages. And again, like to each his own, and really at the end of the day it matters how the products work. But a lot of the packaging recently from Kylie Cosmetics has been a little bit juvenile. I feel like when she first started, her designs were on the little bit more of a like mature modern side, and now they're gearing more toward that sort of teen demographic. So yeah, and for those reasons I'm definitely not going to be purchasing any of these items. Speaking of the Jenner Kardashian clan, the next item on my anti-haul list are the contour kits coming out from KKW Beauty, or Kim Kardashian West Beauty. So recently Kim herself unveiled that she is coming out with a, I don't know, I mean, I'm sure she wants to develop it into like a big beauty brand, but she's coming out to start with these contour kits. Now, it rings very reminiscent of when Kylie first launched her lip kits, and I don't know, personally I'm just kind of like interested to hear like the conversation that must have had to happen when Kim was like, I also want to get into cosmetics, and like what Kylie must have thought. I don't know, that's just me. But I do think these contour kits are interesting. The reason that I won't be purchasing the kits myself is not because of the money, because surprisingly, they're quite affordable. The kit itself is $48. It comes with 2 dual-ended sticks, 1 contour stick and 1 highlighting stick, and it comes with a brush, a dual-ended brush sponge stick. So I think for $48, that's actually quite a good deal for the amount of product you're getting, and because anything that has Kim Kardashian's name on it, like the price can kind of be jumped up a lot. The reason I'm not going to be purchasing this contour kit is because I'm always wary when a brand is brand new. I'm always wary of purchasing their very first product, and especially when it comes to celebrities, especially when it comes to celebrities who are just kind of dipping their feet into whatever it may be. And I know that Kim probably put a lot of energy and a lot of thought into these contour kits, and I'm sure that they're great, but I can only imagine that over time they'll probably get better. We saw the same thing with Kylie's lip kits. When Kylie first introduced the lip kit, everyone was trying to get their hands on it, and there were definitely a bunch of issues with the lip kits. Some of them were really drying. The formula just wasn't great. Other people's lip kits, the brushes were all messed up. Remember that like whole drama when she first launched? So I kind of feel like, especially for the first year of Kim's beauty brand, I'm gonna kind of sit back and just kind of watch and see tutorials on YouTube and just see how people like it, see how people get on with it, and then make my decision a little further down the road on whether or not I want to invest and give money to Kim Kardashian West Beauty. Okay, so the next product on my anti-haul list is the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. So this has nothing to do with Jaclyn Hill. I like Jaclyn Hill. She's not my favorite YouTuber, but I don't have anything against her. I know that there's been a lot of drama surrounding this palette. My goodness. I do think that it's a really great deal. The palette is only $38 and there are 35 shades in the palette. So in that regard, I do think that it is a really great deal. I do think that if you're looking for a brand new palette, or if you're in the need for a palette, that getting this one might be a good option if you like Morphe and if you like Jaclyn Hill. I won't be purchasing this palette myself because it does include a lot of the same colors that I already have in my Anastasia Beverly Hills Renaissance palette. I also am just like not a huge fan of the little corner of like really bright colors. Now that's because personally for me, for my daily life, I don't ever utilize bright colors like that, and maybe you do, and maybe there are colors there that you think like, oh, I would really love to experiment with those. But for me, this palette's gonna be a miss just because overall it's just not something that I need in my collection. Okay, I just had a bit of a chuckle because I looked at my anti-haul list. I have 2 more products left and they're both eyeshadow palettes. So there you go. The next item on my anti-haul list is the Urban Decay Naked Flame palette. So I've recently been seeing a lot of videos pop up in my subscription feed of people with this palette. It looks like a beautiful palette. The swatches look gorgeous. People's looks with the palette look amazing. The reason I myself won't be purchasing this palette, again, not because of the price. It's $54, which for an Urban Decay Naked palette, regardless of like Naked 2, Naked whatever, is a pretty good deal. It's pretty standard for an Urban Decay Naked palette. The reason I won't be getting this palette is because a lot of the colors are those like burnt deep reds, oranges, like very reminiscent of a flame, like kind of what they're going for with this palette. I have a lot of those same colors in my Anastasia Beverly Hills Renaissance palette. However, I find that I don't gravitate toward them a lot. For my eye color, because I have very brown eyes, I have a very olive skin tone, skin complexion, I gravitate more toward mauves, purples, browns, and I do every now and again like to put a little bit of red around my eyes, but I don't find it quite as flattering as the purple tones, to be perfectly honest with you. And there are some purple tones in this palette. There are definitely some colors that I see and I'm like, okay, those would be really beautiful and those I would get some use out of. But when I weigh like how many colors I would use against how many colors I know I wouldn't, it just isn't worth it for me. The very last item on my anti-haul list is kind of a crazy one. So throughout this video I've said, you know, none of it, like it's not because of the price is quite reasonable, the price is reasonable because of the brand. This is 1000% because of the price. It is the Natasha de Nona Eyeshadow Palette 28. And this palette, ladies and gentlemen, is $240. And that does not include tax or any other charges you would have on your bill. Oh my word. Now, I'm all about luxury products. I've splurged on some really high-end makeup and skincare products in my day, for sure. However, an eyeshadow palette for almost $250 to me seems ludicrous. It seems insane. Now, I've never had any Natasha de Nona products. However, I have heard that the formula is really amazing, the pigmentation is phenomenal, that it is a very high-end product. However, again, I'm gonna say $240 for an eyeshadow palette is insane. It's just crazy. There's no way I could ever justify that, ever. ever. I think I would always kind of think of something else. Even if I had millions and millions of dollars, I think I would still think of something I would want to use that money towards before I put it towards an eyeshadow palette. So it's definitely, for me, a miss. So guys, that's my anti-haul list. Please leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you own any of these products and if you really love them, or if you too have some of these products on your anti-haul list. I would love to know. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that little bell next to the subscribe button so that you are notified when I upload a new video. I will talk to you all really, really soon. I love you all. Bye guys!